Welcome back to Whitefish Fishing. My name is Winston, and on today's video, I'm going to be showing you this brand new presentation that is hammering the walleyes for me. I got it a couple weeks ago, and first we're going to catch a couple fish, then I'm going to show you how it's rigged up, but it's going to be a great video. Stick with me, stay tuned, we're going to catch a bunch of fish. Big walleye. Yeah. And then when I fish, you grab it. Oh, yeah, fish on it. On a stinging hook. Another big whitefish. Second one on the jigs. Finally got this big walleye. One last look. Gotta make it look like the hog it is. Hooked up. Really planting those hooks in them because of how easily they get off. And I'm keeping that rod loaded, that tip loaded, on a stinging hook. Brand new bait, jigs. Love this new presentation, the jig setup. Pretty simple what I'm doing, and it's catching tons of walleyes. I'm just on them right now. Nice walleye. Probably about 18 incher probably. And now we're gonna get it back. Let's get a couple more. Just the red one. Fish on well. Good thing I hurt. Coming up quick. There we go, nice fish. On the jig. So out here there's a lot more fish, but they're not big as I just noticed. As I just caught, I guess. Just a little one. Hook popped out. Caught this on a Wonder Bread jig, a Jigs Wonder Bread jig. Great jig, love it. I've caught a lot of fish on it today. I'm gonna be rocking it all year long. Got a nice, 16-inch walleye. I guess we'll measure it quick. 15-inch walleye. Nice fish. I'm gonna hold on to it tight, don't want it to flop around or anything. And we're gonna get it back. 9:30. And then when ice fishing, that doesn't really count. That's it. Oh yeah, fish on it. Stuck. On the jigs, baby. I love this. Oh man, feels like another good one. Could be a pike actually. It's coming up to the surface. See you guys, so I got my rod all the way bent over. Keeping pressure on this fish. But I got a good drag so it can run. This could be a 16-incher, this could be a 25-incher. I have no clue. Let's get another run here. crazy. Oh, it's not a walleye. It's another big whitefish. I got him in the mouth too. Oh my goodness. Massive whitefish. I've caught 2 of these today. Wow. I think the hook popped out again. Looks like it. I've caught 2 whitefish today. Wow. As you can see, this is a big fish. Caught another one of these with my buddy this morning, actually, or in the afternoon. Another big whitefish. Second one on the jigs. These jigs are insane. I love it. Get the Wonder Bread. They're so good. Caught 2 big whitefish, big walleye, so many walleyes. Insane. So here's a big actually no, this is a whitefish, big whitefish, and we're gonna get it back. I've only caught 2 whitefish in my life, and they're both today. There's the back goes. I just dropped him into the water because I didn't want him to drop them on my boat because these are very squiggly and very slimy. Let's get back there and let's catch the target species, a big walleye. Okay guys, so we've been pounding fish on the new presentation, the Jags jigs. So now I'm going to show you what I'm doing, how I'm fishing this. So we're going to go over the rod first. I'm going to show you kind of the very important thing, because rod, reels, that all matters, line. But really, if you can get your bait in front of that fish and have the right bait, that's going to probably be the key thing in my opinion. But first of all, I've got a nice little fluger reel here. And then I've got a 6-pound mono. And this is a crappie rod. This is a 5.5-foot ultralight. Bought this a couple years ago. Kind of a dumb buy in my opinion until this week. I was like, man, this is perfect. Loads up amazing, as you've seen and you will see in some of these walleye fishing clips of me catching them on this rod. Great load, and it just fights these fish so well, and it has great feel because in the spring they're just nipping it or they're just biting so lightly, and you need to know when you got one, so you just yank that hook in their mouth. And plus this pins them so well, right? So when they're shaking their head like crazy, it holds them. So yeah, I love this rod. I've already used it for probably 4 or 5 days now, and I'm just loving it. Now to the business end, 6 inches above my jig, I've got on a drop shot hook. Hopefully you can see it well. And then I just use that for a little more chance of more fish. And then down at the bottom, I got on my Jigs Wonder Bread jig. Such a good jig. And I got a stinger hook going there. So what I'm doing is I either just got a leech, and then the stinger hook's nothing's on the stinger hook, and the leech will kind of just cover it up, or it might not even. I mean, the water's pretty murky. And then you'll catch a lot of them just on the stinger, or I'll use a leech on the stinger, and then I'll put a little bit of worm around the treble hook. And that's what I've been doing, and I've been getting tons of fish. But I definitely think you need a stinger hook. I think that'll improve your hookups, and I think it's really important. Just because right now they're nipping it so much and all the time. Like, you'll catch a lot more fish on a stinger hook. Now let's show you how I'm going to fish this. So I can do this vertically, but I'd rather cover some water. Now when I'm doing this, I'm not going to cast too far because, first of all, the spot I'm fishing has lots of people. Second of all, I want to have good feel. So I'm going to cast it probably 20 to 30 feet out. I'm going to keep my line tight, and I'll fish it sideways sometimes, but straight up's good. And if it's windy, I'd cast right into the wind or right with the wind. But it's dead calm now, so I'm not worried. I'll just go up and down, probably just a couple inches off the bottom, drop it down. And I want to keep my line tight as good as possible. Usually they bite it when you right off the bottom, so when you're pulling up, you'll feel it. Crank it in there. So that's pretty simple. Jigging's a lot more practice. It's a lot more trial and error than just doing it a certain way. I think you got to practice a lot and get good at it, and stay focused for those bites. So that's how I'm fishing it, and I hope you learned a couple things, and yeah, I'm gonna get back to fishing. Hooked up jigs all day long. Feels like another nice one. Yeah, it's staying down that real high. Big walleye on the jigs. Big walleye, and the hook just popped out. That is how she goes. Big walleye on the jigs. Probably like a 5-pounder. I have no clue. Tell you this, she ain't small. Biggest one of the year. Biggest one of the year by far. Come on, see how big it is. It looks big, I'll tell you that. Gotta stretch her as far as you can, right guys? 23 and a half, I can make it. Big walleye. I'm so jacked. Man, that's the fish I've been waiting for. I've been fishing hard for like a week now. Finally got this big walleye. One last look. Gotta make it look like the hog it is. Gotta get her back. That's why I'm rocking this new presentation. The jigs with a hook above and a stinger hook, because they're just pounding walleyes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode on Prairie Boy Fishing. Just remember, play hard, work harder, fish the absolute hardest. Thanks for watching.